Stanley Black & Decker provides tools and services around the globe to help turn great ideas into reality and to help us shape the world we live in. We proudly support programming that inspires invention, innovation, and hard work. Together with Make48, we're providing men and women the tools and resources to build a better world. Stanley Black & Decker, for those who make the world.
Welcome to Make48, a real-life invention competition. On the last episode, teams purchased materials to begin building prototypes for their innovative household products.
See, we don't even need Chad and Dad. Who knows where they are?
Then they presented their ideas to a panel of industry experts.
Get it to market, I'll be your first customer.
Stay tuned as the inventors build their prototypes and create their marketing materials. Make48. Everyone's got a big idea.
We're at the 24-hour period right now, and kind of what do we expect now is that people have found their direction. There might be a few teams that are still struggling for an idea, but they have begun to prototype.
Obviously, the most important part of the whole concept is the prototype. That's what they're going to be judged on. That's what they're going to win the competition on. And they've only got the 24 hours left.
The quiet before the storm is about now.
After our initial pitch and focus group with the panel judges, we found out after further, deeper investigation, the product that we were going to utilize actually has a patent on it and it's out in the market. So it proves a couple of things. One, that we're deep thinkers because, right?
It's positive.
Right. It's a positive.
You're going down the right road.
The simple three brothers from Salt Lake City, Utah, were able to come up with a product that literally, step by step, did exactly what this multi-million-dollar company out of the UK developed and took to market. The negative part,
We gotta start from scratch.
And here we are with our patent attorney, Chris, looking at some other opportunities. But in essence, we have to dig deep and find another product to start over with.
Part of developing products, you're gonna run into those and you just have to figure it out, either work around it or start from scratch to a different product.
While some teams struggle, Hatch Innovations moves forward with their light-up toilet target, the Whiz Bang.
Yeah, we feel like we're on track pretty good. We've pretty much ironed out most of the prototype, but now it is just a marketing creation, presentation, PowerPoint, video, convince people they need what we're selling.
I wouldn't show just, a woman being upset about,
Oh, right, yeah.
I would show dad, set up the top seat as well, flip up the top.
Right.
Hey, really?
Yeah, seriously?
Really, seriously? That's, yeah.
So they have to come up with a look and feel for their marketing. And certainly one of the best vehicles for conveying that story and that message is to come up with a video.
No, I think you've got the right formula. I think you've got a good sequence of shots there lined up. So I would just storyboard it the best you can.
Most of these teams are very creative in what they come up with. It is very surprising and entertaining.
Write out what dialogue you can, and then just kind of walk it through, time it out a little bit. Ultimately, you're going to end up with a video, and I think it's going to be great. So no problem.
Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome, guys. This is awesome. Good stuff.
The teams begin to rely on the tool techs to help bring their visions to life.
We realize that one of the biggest barriers to inventors getting their products made, getting them to market, getting them prototyped, is finding professionals in a field that can actually make these things, because nobody has all these talents rolled into one. Everybody needs to go out and find some help.
Mark your side down there. Okay. All the way down there. Okay. Well, first we got to heat it up, right?
Yeah, we want to.
So, you want to plug me in, Rick? We'll do one at a time.
How hot does that thing get?
Pretty hot. I like the name too. That's nice.
I don't know who came up with it, really.
Kai.
Did Kai?
Yeah.
Kai is the one who designed the logo as well as the
Really
name.
cool, man. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Square it up.
I always thought that I wanted to be an inventor whenever I was ever since I was maybe 6. More recently, I've decided to actually be a mechanical engineer, which really is sort of the same thing.
We also like to tinker things around the house and his shop and working together. as a family. And
Trying to make a 90-degree?
I don't think it really picked up the angle anyway. Yeah, probably just 2x4.
You want a little more? I can throw a little more heat on it. We'll bring around a little more.
A lot of fathers say, you know, I kind of lost touch with my son, and they want to know ways they can still do things with them. And
my dad has always been there for me, helping me to learn how to do things and always willing to let me use the tools and everything from when I was very little.
We have less than 24 hours. It's the competition's really heating up. That the teams are really getting amped up. They're all in. It's like a mad flurry of little ants running around everywhere. Everybody's trying to get everything done at the last second here. The teams are really pulling together. All of the teammates are chipping in and do what they can to help their own respective teams. But a lot of the teams have a ton of activity going on. It's been keeping all of us tool techs extremely busy.
Taking advantage of the resources and technologies provided to them, the teams forge ahead, fabricating their prototypes, racing against the ever-ticking clock.
This is a renaissance time for inventors and innovation because the technology available to the individual is extreme. 3D printing, rapid prototyping techniques, places like Fab Labs and other resources like that, the internet, the ability to have an online store and sell worldwide, the communication network, online translators to deal with other languages. You can sell anything, anywhere.
A big theme of the weekend is that these inventors get access to tools to create these inventions in 48 hours. Laser cutters, CNC machines, 3D printers. So then they now have a real world expectations of what those can do. So once those folks understand that the tools exist for them to create and prototype quickly, that just means lower overhead and lower costs for these inventors. And that's just going to improve over time.
To be an inventor now is perfect. My mind boggles at the idea, what is the world going to be like for this in 10 years, in 20 years? My God, it's going to be interesting.
3Gen continues work on their product Infinity Cup.
They have to cool down first. Oh, there we go.
It's so...
After getting a custom check valve printed, they must test it to make sure it works properly.
There we go. Love it.
Oh, look at that.
Sweet. Nice. Check valve.
Okay, try it.
All right. Success.
every corner we turn, there's help. Yeah, always.
Be gentle.
No, I think it needs to get bigger.
Here, let's just heat it.
Reheat it far away.
That's good for now.
Yeah.
And then you hook that to there. Look, it's working! Faster!
I know. We had to check.
With their prototype almost complete, Queen Bee and the Three begin work on a pitch video for their fat straining device, the Protein Press.
Some of us are starting to work on the presentation, so we know what we're going to say and do to convince them that they need this item.
So, what's going on with the video?
Shot in portrait instead of landscape, so...
Portrait instead of landscape?
Yeah, so it's tall and skinny instead of side to side.
So do we need to go in there and retape? We gotta go retape this. That'd be the easiest, right?
I think that would be the best call, yeah.
So you have to be shorter. You have to actually look like you're looking into it, I guess. We don't have much other choice. Like lean down into it and look at it like you're expecting it, and then look up at me. Okay, yeah.
We've got a couple of products that are on the market now. We thought that'd be a great advantage for coming out here today, but whoa, we were sorely mistaken. This is a lot of work and that's a lot of pressure. Yeah. Now you want your shop over the sink? Okay, how do you want to do it? You want me to dump it in and get out of the way real quick? So you can go ahead and put this in here and just get the water going.
I'll edit it. I'll start.
We'll edit that second out.
Getting to the product and having that prototype built and not having any nose up to this point, a lot of stress off there. Got to get our video and stuff done and we'll be ready to roll.
What's for dinner?
Tacos.
Really? With all that grease in it? Ew.
Actually, that was awesome, Mac. That was actually great.
And you did get ready.
So I think that's going to be good. That'll give us enough time and...
Yeah, I think so. We're going to be short time a little bit, but we'll fill that with logo at the end.
Yeah, with a
So you're gonna do
theater near you.
Right, yeah.
You're gonna do the little logo and just showing a picture for a
She'll
few
finish it,
seconds
we'll
at the
just
end.
go to the black and with the logo right in the center, and we'll just make that. We'll let it wait after that for 5 seconds. I don't think that'll hurt anything.
Got it.
All right.
As day turns to night, the teams march forward. Team 801 continues their search for a new product.
Our parents are first generation immigrants, came with nothing to this country. They work hard, they taught us hard work, that we're in the land of opportunity. There's no mental barriers. We can do whatever we set our minds to. We went to a store, a local makeup store, and we bought a kit for different sizes. And we interviewed makeup artists and regular individuals, women, and they all said the same thing. Is the drawing process.
If there was something out there that can help.
So there's options of having multiple attachments.
You know, we're here for a reason. We're not going to waste our opportunity that we have. If we're not smarter than somebody else, we will outwork them.
Kansas City Art Institute students G-Code begin fabricating their cutting board system, the Chop Guide.
Here at KCAI, we're sometimes forced into a situation to where we have to produce, sometimes on a short limited of time. So the challenge is there and accepted for sure.
What are you trying to do?
He's got 2 different pieces.
Can you just delete that?
That's the rest of the cutting board. So I'm gonna have to...
Just join them, group them.
In school, we face a lot of challenges, and we feel this is a good one to dive into head first and try to accomplish something.
I think we do receive an advantage being in this department, and me and Hannah actually are technicians in the studio, so we run all these tools for the students at the school. So we have a lot of background in as far as production of fabrication of these things. I can get to work on the what's it called, the handle for 3D print, because I still need to get the 3D print on there.
You want me to cut this out for you? Can you do that?
If y'all wanted to clean this up.
I can clean it out. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Team Northland Caps hacked together existing parts to create a prototype for their washable hamper, the Wash Ease.
Every time we do a Make48 event, there always seems to be a high school team. Why wasn't Make48 around when I was a kid? These high school teams, there's no fear in them. They just go get it.
Right now we're mainly focusing on our product development and really trying to get that prototype really finished up. We've gotten some good feedback. We've had a lot of good help from the tool techs here. They've been amazing helping us build and kind of design our final prototype.
So if you lap over, you're probably gonna say another inch. So to be safe. And measure this, because you did the 2 times pi times arc, right?
Yeah, okay.
Keep going. 2 times 3.14.
62.8. So account
62, so say 63. Add an inch for lapping over and time, so it's 64. You get 64? 64?
Yep.
64?
Yes.
64?
At the beginning of the day, we were kind of starting to plan out our props for our kind of live stage performance. That way we could have like a live demonstration. That way we could wow the judges and all of that. But then there was like a couple of big rocks punctured through. It's out on the edge.
Dude, who would do this?
See, this is the people we're catering to. People who really hate laundry.
They get it done. It gives you goosebumps just seeing them grow. It's amazing.
With prototype in hand, Topeka Designs focus on the presentation of their product, handy hangers.
After the focus group, we're feeling pretty good about our presentation. We're gonna work a little bit harder to make sure that our props we're using look on point. Make sure it's gonna look really good like an actual shower stall. Not only can they see the product, but they can then visualize it in their home. Hopefully that gives extra points for that. Plus with this new rack, incorporating more than just a product, but now into a system, maybe people start seeing it, visualizing it. We're gonna amp up what it's gonna look like. We're gonna make it look like a real product. Maybe we're already a real company, not just a couple of product developers or inventors.
Where'd the razor go?
We got these things hanging down here.
You got the razor? Chess, you got the razor?
It's still getting glued. It's not done getting glued yet. If it's up here and over here.
Dude, you got toothbrush, you need toothpaste.
Do we need to tape anything? I brought the tape with me.
Holy moly!
Oh yeah, it's still off level. We're gonna have to work on that.
Concrete level.
Will that come off this way?
We can secure it.
So you can throw the nails in right there, screw it in.
Yeah. Well, if we get up on stage, we'll figure out.
I mean, one thing I've learned is that
The biggest thing in this competition, at least from my point of view, is the presentation and make sure you have the best way to give the product to the judges, just so that they have a good view of your team and what you're all about. So I gotta get pictures of all the products.
Yeah, send those to
here.
me for the sales sheet.
For the sales sheet, right? And then after that, yeah, video obviously.
Good product shots. Don't put their hands in it though. That's always weird.
Yeah, that
Hand
is.
shots.
Like you have a claw.
Claw or just one finger.
I think that.
What
video,
is that?
That video will set the basis for the presentation tomorrow. We'll figure out what we need to.
We should lead with a strong video, so we had to do less speaking because we can edit over our speaking on the video, but not on stage.
Okay, so focus on what do we need to get done by tonight? Yeah, that's the video, the real question. sales sheet, pictures for the sales
Product
sheet.
shots. You
That's
can
pictures.
do while shooting the video.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You need to look over the business plan model canvas.
So what time do you have to be
Test
ready?
out the product. Test out the product.
Wait, in the morning, what time do you have to be ready? Just like have everything finished.
Early if we even go to bed.
It's gotta be done by noon.
Tonight we should be going over presentations tonight. So we have a good feel for it. Who's going to speak? Who's not going to speak?
Okay. We're just trying to enjoy it all, you know. I think positive energy will help us do the best. So we're just trying to like laugh and stay happy the whole time.
Yeah, so like it's like real stressful. You only got 48 hours, but you might as well make it a good 48 hours. So.
Yeah.
Kurt helps Hatch Innovations shoot their pitch video. Meanwhile, Team 801 pitches a new idea to the Art Institute staff.
Well, we do have a list of different product ideas that we're still considering.
So we just stick this in here and it holds it, and then the water can be warmer, can be warmed up, heat it.
Do you wash yourself with warm water or just cold water?
So what we're doing is we're kind of pitching the idea to different mentors and tech teams out here to kind of get their input, their advice. It's the bigger cylinder, holds it, right, with the solution that you want. This is vibrating, something like that, so it's moving with hot water and soap, or warm water and soap, so that the theory is with the warm water, hard water, it dissolves, right?
With their prototype in good shape, Team Knife Fire Internet Shark begin testing the wrap away.
If it breaks right now, I'm turning this table saw on and chasing people with it.
Our idea is an in-drawer dispenser for wraps. Plastic wrap, aluminum wrap, wax paper, whatever. This puts it in a drawer, locks it into the front of the drawer, so you have whatever you want to wrap in front of you. You pull the drawer out just enough to expose your wrap frame. With both hands, you can grab both corners, pull forward, keep it spread. It's constrained here, it's constrained here, it stays in a plane. You pop that over whatever you're wrapping, zip that off with the built-in cutter, close your drawer and put that in the fridge. No more fumbling. I didn't do much better, it's kind of windy.
It's an eighth off.
That's fine. So we'll make one side level and then adjust.
I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be looking for in the business plan, so we're just sort of playing it by ear a little bit.
We hit them with the title of our company, of our product. It's Garages Storage Systems. What's the solution? Well, to understand the solution, we got to know what the problem is. How many of your garages look like this? Disorganization, but simultaneously, the solutions are insufficient. They're expensive, they're stationary. We're looking just like this kid's looking for the next big thing, and that thing is the fourth wall. It's the ecosystem with which we bring garages to you. What do you think about that?
Or yeah, or whatever footage you guys get in the morning. I would use that of kind of the ideal situation after you bought this storage system, what it's going to look like.
We're feeling pretty good. I think the one thing with timing that we got thrown off a bit, we put our final prototypes in the 3D printer right now, and they're about 5 inches tall, and they told us about a 10-hour build. So that's fine, we can get it tomorrow, but we really wanted to do some video shooting tonight with the students coming in to support, so it looks like now we'll just focus really on the pitch, packaging, branding, and maybe storyboarding out the video, and then tomorrow is just gonna hopefully be only focused on the video, editing that, refining our practice, and so that's where kind of our heads are at now. Get as much done tonight, set ourselves up to have all the components to help execute the video in the morning, but that's kind of the one piece that kind of got out of sync a bit. But overall, we're feeling really good about our materials, we're feeling really good about The branding, Dan is an amazing designer. He's going to make some awesome packaging. We've got a few kind of interesting little quirks in the packaging that I think the judges are going to really like.
We're in really good shape, actually. We're waiting for our final prototypes to come off the line. We have a couple more hours of printing, but will allow us to have enough prototypes that each of the judges will be able to test our product. We're not tearing our hair out. We're not running around at the last minute. We're not trying to redesign anything. We're just really have been very methodical, and we've worked well together as a team, providing feedback across all the different tasks. And I hope that pays off for us.
We've already videotaped most of our video, and we're working on editing it. And then I'm not sure where they are on the packaging, but I think they're pretty close to finishing.
The front part of your clamshell has to be almost zero profile because this has got to be flat. I really think so. This can't be cut out. You just have to have a cutout here only. And this is going to have to sit behind it entirely.
I just don't want to hide too much of this because then you don't see the product. I love the way that it shows in the packaging how the product works. I just don't want to hide it all.
Yeah, so
Now,
just
now
move,
what-
move
move
the
the
fork
scooting
just
the whole
this
thing
way.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give
Now,
more
what
space.
if we do two? What are we going to make the clamshell out of?
Cardboard part or the actual clamshell?
The clear part. Or do we just say it's there and it's just not there?
No, I think we should go buy something, tear the product out, and stick ours in.
I think the biggest thing for us in the morning is to just run through that presentation, make sure our timing is really tight and we've got everything in order. And I think our product's a lot of fun and it's a simple one, so we just want to get a good reception.
We're gonna be heading back to the hotel just for a little bit to kind of like refresh our juices. It's coming down to the wire now. I know I'm not sleeping tonight. We just got too much stuff to do.
We feel okay about it. We never know what the judges are going to think, so we're trying to just stay positive. But
I feel pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Feel pretty great.
I
feel pretty good
okay.
about it. Yeah.
While some of the teams have left to try and get a little bit of rest, many inventors are still hard at work.
Inventing is it's an emotional roller coaster. And you go through incredible highs and incredible lows. It's not what a lot of folks think it is, that you can just go to your workshop and happily just tool away and you're like this happy little shoemaker or something making parts, and all of a sudden you got an invention and it's all grand.
I feel tired. I feel beat down because initially we had a phenomenal product. The patent that we found was to a T, was exactly how we envisioned it, exactly. So what he's saying is the fan is actually not pushing air up, but pulling it in from the top and then spitting it out. So that whole drying process.
It run on a 9-volt battery, and these things run on such little power. If you had a timer on, you hit boom, go for 5 minutes.
I didn't see anything like that, but we can look into it.
Yeah, because these things, like LEDs, are so low power, they're easy to use in this application.
The battery lasts forever.
But now we're at a point where we found a product, we're happy about it, we get some good feedback, so the hope is up again. But it's stressful right now because we're not going to bed at all because we have to pitch it tomorrow at noon. So tiring, stressful, but with some hope.
I think everyone's lifted their game. I think the products are better than in the past for sure. But the pitch is going to be great to watch. I look forward to it.
I'm not seeing anybody that has nothing, which usually is the case at this time on a Saturday. You have one or two teams that are just hit a wall or they're arguing about everything and they have nothing. So I don't know of any teams in that situation right now, which makes me very happy. So our goal is to get 17 teams out there with 17 cool inventions. So far that looks on track, and let's just keep fingers crossed and hope that continues.
On the next Make48. In one final lightning round, the judges get a closed-door peek at the products.
Sounds simple, but you've got diaphragms, you got check valves in it to make it work and everything. So.
And as exhaustion sets in, the teams race to the finish line.
Just kind of struggling to stay awake.
Stanley Black & Decker provides tools and services around the globe to help turn great ideas into reality. and to help us shape the world we live in. We proudly support programming that inspires invention, innovation, and hard work. Together with Make48, we're providing men and women the tools and resources to build a better world. Stanley Black & Decker, for those who make the world.
With today's technology, we can actually create prototypes in 48 hours with 3D printing technology, with the CNC machines that we have and the laser cutters. We can actually develop and create real prototypes in a very short amount of time. Before, it was carving out of clay or wood, and it was a very time-consuming process.
You can build your ideas with anything. When I was little, I would use Legos to build my projects, and I could work on my inventions in that way, so it's really easy to get going with your projects at any age.
There's resources in every city for inventors. Check them out, see if you can find them. They might, if they can't provide information, they can certainly provide inspiration to keep going and pursue your idea.
To learn more about the invention process and to get to know the teams, visit Make48.com.